Hey, this is my summoner. Today I wanted to share this special spot that I found where I could actually AFK and level as a summoner. So here's a damage set. I currently use a magic bow with Nutram, Exilus with Garrist, Monty Beret with Mr. Obligus, and a thimble. And I put on my spell boost, summon 3, go into MP set, and just have a seat. And this is how I AFK and level. Now this area is great because monsters don't appear where I'm sitting, and also they're very far, and Lyctic jellies are very slow, and they attack very slow, so it rarely damages my baby wolves, and it rarely damages me, so that's why this is a perfect spot to actually AFK and level. Now for my MP set, I'm using a tunic, which gives me auto MP recovery 40%, and I'm also using a wrestling leaf, which gives me auto MP recovery 50%, which is 90%, which is enough to MP recover most of my MP just by sitting here. So what I want to do actually is just sit here and AFK for a bit and let these wolves actually attack anything that comes close by. The great thing about doing this method is that I don't have to actually do much, but the wolves do most of the work. So sometimes the spawn rate here is a bit slow. However, because you're AFKing and you want to be safe, it's okay to have a slow spawn rate. It's just very important that your wolves and you don't get hurt. And if you're AFKing or working or whatnot or doing something else, it's very important that you check on it every so often so that you don't get logged off from idling. So let me just jump servers and show you from there. Anyways, so spell boost. And in case you guys don't know where this map is where Third Eyes is. It's just right before you go to Third Eyes. Now, if these Lyctic jellies do hit me, I'll die in one hit. So that's why it's so important that I'm in a location where I'm very far from them and that they can't really attack me. So they kind of have to run to me in order to want to attack me, and that's when my wolves kill them. Now you can see the wolves' range is pretty far. And I get about 82,000 experience, and each ice spear does about 26,000 damage. So with 3 of them, we're doing about 70,000 damage or whatnot. So my wolves just kind of float in the air and circle this area, and if anything comes by, it just kills it. So if you don't have an MP set, you're gonna need one because these wolves will keep constantly draining your MP. So that's why most summoners do actually sit while they are letting their summons attack, because we want that regen from the MP to kick in so that we don't get drained. If you don't use an MP set, you're going to need a ton of potions, and these potions are going to run out very quick. So I do recommend you get your tunic and the wrestling earring as soon as possible. Now you can also use a Jabek, which is a Krista. However, it's quite expensive. It's so expensive. So I don't recommend that at all. if you do have the Spina to get the Jabek, then go ahead. But because of its priciness and you don't really need it, I don't recommend it for anyone who's starting the summoner. The earring, the rustling earring, and the tunic should be enough. A tunic is very farmable. The rustling earring can be purchased in the stalls for a couple million, and it's nowhere near as expensive as a Jabek is. So I've gained actually quite a few levels by using this method, and I know that it works. I've been to Yardi and I've attacked them, and even though Yardi gives me a lot of XP, because I constantly have to use my skills and everything, it's not as effective as using the method I'm using now. So, but just for showing purposes, I'll show you how these summons can kill a third eyes as well. But it requires so much work, and that method where I AFK is probably the best method that I have so far. So it's very possible for me to kill third eyes with my summons, but it does require so much work and so much healing, and I could die in the process, which is dangerous. Then I have to run all the way back here, which is bad. So that's why I don't like fighting third eyes with my summoner. Now you can see third eyes is getting killed. The summoner is able to kill third eyes fairly easily. I guess if I had a party, if I wanted to party with somebody, then this would be an easier task. But you can also see that because I'm not sitting, my MP is getting drained, and I have to use potions. And he's just killing my wolves. He's making me resummon. And there we go. So Third Eyes gave 9 million something experience, but to be honest, all it takes is 10 kills of elliptic jelly to get what I got from Third Eyes. And with elliptic jellies, all I have to do is really just sit there. So even though it might take a little bit longer, it's definitely cheaper, and it's definitely lesser work. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this method, and let me know what you guys think, and I will be sitting here.